And the number one question I'm getting regarding the flat earth is the firmament or the dome, and how do so-called meteorites and asteroids penetrate or get through the firmament or the dome. And I stated before in previous videos, those that are new to my channel don't understand the concept. Basically, there is nothing beyond the firmament besides the waters above in heaven. So, when it comes to so-called meteorites and asteroids, all they are falling stars that are within the firmament. There's nothing beyond the firmament that can penetrate and fall to the ground or fall to Earth. Now, just taking a look at the definition of a shooting star, it's supposedly a meteorite burning up as it enters Earth's atmosphere. Then why call it a shooting star? This is the Freemasons behind the scenes that love to mock. That's exactly what it is, and that's why they call it a shooting star, but of course, they give you a false definition. Interesting enough, I saw this video with supposed Dr. Robert Hurt. I'll discuss him a little bit more. First off, I want to explain something here. This is a video from the Science Channel, which he's a part of, and it states in the title, a real shooting star. Get into that in a second, but first off, just take a look at his hand position. For anybody out there that knows about Freemasonry, they're all about signs and symbols. For those that are deceived to believe in NASA, believe in ISS, believe in all the garbage they feed us, you know nothing about Freemasonry, and that's why you are deceived. Just taking a look at another Freemasonic deceiver with the 119 ministries to reverse that. Satanists work on opposites. It's 9/11. You see the same exact hands. I understand everybody that's propped up in this world are Freemasons. They are part of shaping and forming society at every imaginable angle possible, and that's how they do it. That's why people believe what they believe, because everybody propped up, they're part of the club of deceivers. Let's get back to this video here. Again, it's titled A Real Shooting Star. But here's the problem. They don't show any real shooting stars. All you get is fake garbage, animation, and again, people buy this as real, even though all you get is animation. Let's take a look at, again, supposedly a real shooting star.
Myra is one of the best studied stars in the sky. It's kept a small secret. Scientists have only just discovered a new one, ultraviolet light.
The hidden
So, in this video presentation, they give us all this fake garbage. Fake CGI, satellites, fake space, everything's fake. But we're supposed to believe it's real because they say so. Continue.
Universe Showcase explores exciting new results in astronomy with your host, Dr. Robert Hurt.
Today,
Well, before I even play this presentation, let's take a look at the supposed Dr. Robert Hurt. Taking a look at his bio on Wikipedia. Let's take a little look here. You see it states here, Robert Hurt is part of IPAC at the California Institute of Technology. Holds a PhD in physics from the University of California. Hurt produced the first published artist concepts of the Trans-Neptunian object 90377 Sedna from data obtained by the Spitzer Space Telescope. So no real images. He's just doing artistic concepts, basically, and that's what you get, again, just like this video, where it shows nothing but garbage. Let's take a look, play this a little bit here.
Today, the Hidden Universe is taking a break from our usual Spitzer Space Telescope discoveries in the infrared part of the spectrum. Instead, we're moving to the other side of visible light. NASA's Galaxy Evolution Explorer is an Earth-orbiting telescope with an ultraviolet eye to the universe. The ozone layer in our atmosphere screens out most of the incoming ultraviolet light. That's great for cutting down on sunburns, but it means astronomers need space-based
Fake garbage.
telescopes, like Galax, if they want to see.
Fake garbage. 100% bogus. From the ball Earth to the supposed satellite, which do not exist. That's why they give us, again, the CGI fakery.
What's going on out there? And what's going on turned out to be quite a surprise when a team led by Dr. Chris Martin of Caltech stumbled across this ultraviolet marvel. Do you think it's a comet? At first glance, so do a lot of astronomers, but it's nothing so ordinary. Comets, which travel within our solar system, are seldom longer than the distance between the Earth and Sun. This spectacular discovery surrounds the star Mira and spans 13 light years. That's 3 times further than from
13,
us to
that
the
number
next star.
13.
What's pretty cool about this result is not only was it unexpected, it was kind of an accident. Dr. Mark Seibert, part of the research team, explains.
There you go again, like I stated. The Masonic hand sign, passing off to another Freemason, liar and deceiver. And again, the title is A Real Shooting Star, and we don't get one, of course.
Galac's primary mission is to map the entire sky in the ultraviolet. When this discovery for Mira was made, we weren't specifically targeting Mira. It just happened to be one of our fields of view. So when the images came down, and we just happened to be going through them, we noticed this very bizarre nebulosity around it. It was quite a surprise because nobody expected to see anything in the ultraviolet around Mira. Nobody expected to see a tremendously long 13 light year.
There's a reason this guy's not looking directly at the camera. He's reading off a script. Just an actor, just a deceiver. That's all he is.
Tail behind it.
So what do we know about Mira, and why would it have such a unique tail? It's a well-known variable star, which appears red to the naked eye when it's bright enough to see. Even though it's only 20% more massive than the Sun, Mira is so large that it would swallow even the orbit of Mars. Because of their size, red giants lose their gravitational grip on their outer layers, blowing material away in a kind of stellar wind. Over the course of tens of thousands of years, this material forms a trailing tail. We see this tail because Mira is moving unusually fast relative to its neighboring stars. Where its winds...
Just fiction. This is just like Star Trek, passed off as real to the gullible masses.
slams into the local interstellar medium, a leading shockwave or bow shock forms. The researchers theorize that hot electrons from the shock mix with the wind and stream around and behind, forming the tail. Excited hydrogen molecules begin to glow. Hydrogen naturally emits in the ultraviolet, and so is just waiting to be discovered by Galax.
In fact, I'd like to think of Mira as a true shooting star. Most people, when you say shooting star, think of meteoroids burning up through the atmosphere with a very brief flash of light. But this is a true shooting star, a star traveling supersonically, creating a bow shock, and leaving a luminous tail behind it, also chirping.
Since our own sun will become a red giant in several billion years, Mira gives us a chance to look into our own system's future. By looking back along Mira's tail, we see progressively older material tracing its outflow history back as much as 30,000 years.
Give me a break.
It's a kind of fossil record of the final breaths of a dying star.
So what we see with Mira is a dramatic example of the recycling of stellar materials. The tail is leaving the seeds for new planets, new stars, the elements of carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen, all laid out for us, almost like a ticker tape that we hope to be able to study in a way that we've never really been able to study this process before.
It's remarkable that even after 400 years of scientific scrutiny, Mira still harbors astounding secrets. Missions, like the Galaxy Evolution Explorer, open our eyes to a whole new way of seeing what's all around us, and sometimes let us catch a shooting star. For the Spitzer Science Center, I'm Dr. Robert Hurt.
Give me a break. Nothing but lies, nothing but propaganda. These people, again, propped up, unknowing masses that are deceived to the lie system. They have no understanding what's taking place. They just, they say, oh, even though this is all animation, this has to be true. Why would they be lying to us? This is all about hiding God. There's no space. Space does not exist as far as deep space. There's inner space, just like that movie title. And again, taking a look at Robert Hurt's Wikipedia profile here, where it states, of course, he does work with NASA, with the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. He's also part of Sigma Pi, basically a Freemasonic society, and a part of the American Astronomical Society as well. So again, nothing more than a Freemason deceiver, just one of many that are propped up, part of the deception of hiding God in the truth of the flat earth. With Lyman Spitzer Jr., again, play names with the Lyman. Okay, the whole idea, the whole concept of the Hubble telescope was from him. And of course, they supposedly have the Spitzer Space Telescope. You know, all it is basically nothing more than CGI, nothing more than a composite, but that's all you need to do. All the masses need to see is this phony, garbage, basic CGI composite photo, supposed photo or image, nothing more than an artist's conception drawing, and that's all they need to know. That's all they need to see to believe in these lies. And an interesting backstory with Lyman Spitzer. He just so happened to attend Yale, where he graduated the Phi Beta Kappa in 1935 and was a member of Skull and Bones. What an amazing coincidence for all those coincidences out there that believe there are no conspiracies. Of course, all the connections with George Bush, John Kerry, and Skull and Bones. Okay, it's all about Freemasonry. Take a look here at some of these photos. You see older Bush here. And of course, running back in 2004, John Kerry, George Bush. It just so happens two supposed graduates of Yale going against each other. Left versus right, Democrat versus Republican. Unbelievable how people can't connect all these simple pieces to put together. And they're just in love with the lie system. They can't step out. It's just much easier just to go with the flow, like all the rest of society, just believing the lies.
Keep us asleep, keep us selfish, keep us sedated.